Listen to me, let me tell you something. If you out here doing everything yourself, why is you claiming a man? You pay your own rent, you pay your own bills. You don't have a man, you have a friend, okay? Stop claiming men if they not making your life easier.
Hey Rych Babes, welcome back to A Rich Girl's Glow Up. It's day 13 of Decentering Men December, and today's topic is one that can save you a whole lot of heartbreak. Why you need to stay away from lustful men. Now, firstly, I know I switched it up because I just had to get in the season. It is the holidays and I just got tired of the old theme. So I'm just ready for something new. Now, let me explain what I mean by lustful. These are the men who are driven by physical attraction and desire, but they lack the depth, the character, and the emotional maturity needed for a real relationship. They'll sell you a dream with sweet words, but their actions, ooh, they can tell a different story. Babes, I've seen so many women, including myself, at one point get caught up in situations where we confuse lust for love. So guess what? Lustful men will always prioritize their desires over your worth. Today, we're going to dive in how to spot a lustful man from a mile away, why staying with them drains your peace and your self-worth, and how to reclaim your power and focus on your glow up. And of course, I have to remind you about my new channel, Rych Babes React. But for now, let's get right into this conversation. Make sure that you like this video, share this video, and subscribe so that way we can continue to grow this community and reach more Rych Babes just like you. All right, let's get right into it.
A tip that I want to say with these men, pay attention to if a man is hypersexual. If a man don't know how to control his sex urges, that's a man that don't have no control. That's a man that have no discipline. And that's a man that won't commit to you, and a man who will fuck other women. You better know it. He got a lust that he ain't even got control yet.
I don't know about you ladies, but whenever I walk past a couple, I do not make eye contact with the male. If anything, I'll look at the girl and I'll give her like a little smile, but most of the time I just stare straight ahead and keep walking. And you know what I realize? Out of the side of my eye, every single time, it's always your boyfriend who's looking at me. Okay? And so let me tell you something. If your boyfriend is walking behind you in public and he's not holding your hand, it's because he's checking out every single girl that's either walking towards you or past you. Okay? And I think that's incredibly disrespectful because I have walked past couples, especially old couples, where like the guy is so obviously in love with his woman that he just like doesn't even know I'm there. And I like that. I don't want to be perceived by your boyfriend, because if you as a male have a woman and you're still giving me attention, okay, and giving me lustful looks, meanwhile you don't know me, I'm not in your relationship, I'm literally just a random stranger walking by on the sidewalk, the same sidewalk that you and your women are walking on, then you're disgusting. You're lustful, you don't know how to control your urges, and honestly, you should be single, because it's very obvious that the woman that you're with is not enough for you, and you're making her feel bad by very openly and obviously checking out other women who are walking past you while you're with her in public. It's even worse if you're holding her hand and then you do one of these. Girl, I'm tired of your boyfriend gaslighting you into thinking that it's normal for him to be checking out other women while he's with you. A male who wants you in his life should not have eyes for any other women, on or offline. And if that's simply not the case, then don't try to change him, don't try to control him. Change who you're with, or be single, because honestly, most of them are like that. Most of them are not worth being in public with because it's embarrassing. All they're gonna do is check out other women while they're with you and make you feel like you're in competition with these fantasies that he has in his mind based on these women that he sees walking around him. I see good-looking guys all the time in relationships with girls, but when I walk past them, I do not make eye contact out of respect for the girl. So if he looks at me, he's the problem. He's the problem. Get rid of him. Even worse, girl, if you're married to this male and you've already had his kids. There's nothing I hate more than a dad checking me out. Worry about your children. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me, and if your wife is not there or the mother of your children is not there, act like she is. act like she is. Have some consideration for her. I want y'all ladies to know that these males, when they take the kids to the park, are sitting there checking me out. And I'm not the only one. I go to the park to hang out by myself, to smoke some weed, to clear my mind, to make a TikTok, to do whatever. And there's always other single girls there. And it's always the dads with the children and the dog acting like they're being such a good parent, sitting there going like this. Or holding their toddler's hand and like looking down and then looking up at me like, I don't want to be a part of this relationship. I don't want you to perceive me. Stop looking at me. It's really not that hard to have that level of self-control where you don't make eye contact with women who you are not in relationships with, out of respect for the women that you're walking with in public. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. So if he's gaslighting you and telling you, oh, this is just my nature, I'm just a man, I wasn't even looking, it was only for half a second, cut him off. He's done.
Stay away from men who will show up sexually but not financially. Stay away from them.
If a man is aggressively sexual from the beginning, he does not see you as respectable, first of all. So I would take that as a hint and a clue to stop meeting that type of man wherever I met him from. Number one. Number two, I would ask myself, why does he have the audacity to treat me like this on the first date? What does he think I am? Then I would answer that, oh, he thinks I'm an escort. I would kindly let him know that, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not an escort. I'm a woman and I would love to be respected. And, you're a gentleman and I would really, like to get to know you, but we need to have this conversation up front. If you like me and we can get to know each other, that could be a possibility in the future. So correct him in a kind way, in a feminine way, and make sure he stops seeing you as that type of woman, okay? Because that's how they see you. That's how they see you. They're going to treat you like they see you. And most likely you probably met him online, right? That's why they're online. That's what they're looking for.
A lustful man will never be satisfied with a woman. Doesn't matter if you're the most amazing woman on this planet, he will still desire other women because he can't break free from the chains of lustful desire and temptations. Stop trying to fix a man who will never give up this lifestyle. Stop trying to make him see your worth or prove your point of how incredible of a woman you are. Don't you run back to the temptation of trying to fix someone who you never even broke. You have to break free of those chains. That responsibility you think you have to help this person. Because if they are not willing to actually change for you, with you, for the both of you, your future, then that person genuinely does not care about you, nor do they care about themselves. They will spiral down that cycle for the rest of their lives, and it really is unfortunate, but I hope you learn to detach. I hope you learn your self-worth, have some self-respect, create boundaries, unfollow that person, stop putting all of your eggs in one basket for the wrong man.
A lustful man is dumber than a bag of rocks. They are so in this trap of just being captivated by a woman's body. A lustful man will give up his entire life. He'll end up in this nasty divorce where he loses half of everything because he couldn't exercise self-control. A lustful man will chase after a woman that could not care less about him, sacrificing the relationship with his wife, with his kids. There's married men with families that'll get caught with these secret porn addictions. And the media and algorithms, they know that there are so many men that are so foolish that it will target you because you're such an easy target to prey on. If I was a man, I would be so offended that people thought I was that dumb that I'll just always click, click, click and fall into this trap of lust and addiction. Whenever men will pay for like girlfriend service on these porn sites, a lot of these porn stars will admit like it's not even them they're talking to. It's people they've hired because they can't talk to every single guy. But men who are stuck in lust are so delusional. They think that this woman who sees you as a paycheck actually cares about you. It's crazy. Like that's something that I don't think is talked about enough, is that if you fall into the trap of lust, the joke's on you. You're the fool. A lustful man is so easy to target, to take advantage of, to make a profit off of. because they don't exercise self-control. They're captivated by any beautiful woman, and they don't care if she's a terrible person. They don't care if she's going to destroy their life, destroy the home that they've created. Stay away from lustful men.
All right, babes, let's talk about the signs. How do you know a man is driven by lust rather than genuine interest in you? Here are the red flags to watch out for. His main focus is all physical. If his compliments are always about how you look, your body, or what you're wearing, and never dives deeper into who you are as a person, that's a red flag. Number 2, he's moving too fast. Lustful men often try to rush things physically and emotionally because their intentions aren't long term. If he's pushing for intimacy early on, take note of that. Number 3, he's inconsistent. One day he's all about you, the next he's distant or distracted. Lustful men only show up when it's convenient for them. Number 4, he lacks substance. Conversations with him rarely go beyond the surface level topics. He doesn't ask about your dreams, your goals, or your values because he's not even interested in the real you. Babes, a man who's truly into you will see and appreciate you for who you are, not just what you look like or what you can offer physically. Do not settle for the crumbs when you deserve the whole cake. Okay.
You love hips on Instagram like your wife is not enough. I'm talking to me too. I'm talking to all the brothers like me that struggle with lust. See, don't know, y'all some phony ninjas. Just like the last gathering. Gonna leave me up here by myself. Like y'all brothers ain't never struggled with lust. You nervous because your girlfriend or your wife is sitting right next to you. So you're gonna leave me up here by myself. They're lying ninjas. Lying. Trying to act like you're perfect and you got halos around your head. Let me try this one more time. For all the dudes, even like me, that struggled with lust. All y'all ninjas. Who, you stroll and you stop. You feel conviction and you don't move. Sins of commission. The Lord said for all of the sins, watch, you practice with unrepentance. He says, man, recognize it, see it, cut it off.
To me, a wandering eye, ladies, if you're with a man and you see him looking at everything moving, listen to me. You get up and you walk away. Because this person lacks sexual discipline. Not only sexual discipline, this person probably lacks discipline in more areas of life. And they're the type of person that will stray if anything goes wrong in the, they just have absolutely zero discipline. You know what I'm saying? So that is the biggest red flag.
You will think that lust from a man feels good, and that's only because you've never experienced what it is to be honored by a man. And that was certainly true of me. I thought that lustful attention from a man or from men around me felt good, but that's only because I had never experienced what it is for a man or men as a group to extend honor to me and regard and dignity and respect. Lust pales in comparison to it. You couldn't pay me to go back to being the object of lust for random men that I don't even know.
Listen, fellas, where you go wrong with a woman is when you let her physicality overpower everything. You're so focused on her physical beauty that you forget to really try to understand who she is mentally. And that's why a lot of these women are tired of dealing with dudes. Yeah, at some point, the compliments are cool and all that, but some women really just want to connect with a guy. They're tired of a guy. What up, ma? Dang, you bad. Hey, can I come to the crib, chill? Because they already know you're chasing their physicality. You're more in tune with their physical than their mental. And believe it or not, some women get tired of that. At a certain point, some women get tired of that. They want a man that really can truly understand them for who they are up here. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. Get it together, please.
I don't know. I've always found being purely lusted after more insulting than anything else, because I just feel like we're getting to this big age where we should know that people are more than their bodies, they're more than just their good looks. They have more to offer you than just a sexual experience. And to completely just disregard someone's intellect, someone's unique story, someone's real personality, all because you want to make them an object of your desire, is extremely dehumanizing. Unless, of course, that's a mutual agreement between two people, then that's something completely different. But to completely negate someone's human qualities, all because you only see them in a lustful way, is just, it's almost sick. And it really shows a level of immaturity at a certain point as well. And I just feel like our generation has normalized looks just being enough, and that being like, no. People are more than that. We're the most complex creatures. Like, any animal can hump and bump, but what really sets humans apart is our ability to deeply get to know each other and ourselves. So to just negate that experience all because you only have one intention, ugh. It's just like, ugh. And it's insulting, and it's extremely underwhelming. I don't know. I just feel like at a certain point, you got to grow out of that. It really shows a level of immaturity.
Now, let's talk about why staying away from lustful men is so important. They will drain your energy. Lustful men are just takers. They take your time, your energy, and sometimes even your peace without giving any meaningful things in return. They can hurt your self-worth. Being with someone who only values you for your looks or your physical presence can make you feel like that's all you're worth. Babes, you are so much more than that. They keep you from true love. When you're caught up with a lustful man, you're blocking yourself from being open to someone who is truly deserving of you, someone who will cherish all of you, not just the surface. So what do? First, recognize the red flags early on. If you notice a man is only interested in the physical or the superficial, don't give him any more time or energy. Second, pour that energy back into yourself. Focus on your glow up, your goals, and your happiness. Babes, when you prioritize yourself, you naturally attract people who will respect and value you. And let me just say this, staying away from lustful men doesn't mean shutting yourself off from love. It means being selective. It means knowing your worth and not settling for less than what you deserve. Okay, listen. And before I go, let me remind you about my new channel, Rych Babes Reacts Unfiltered. Girl, if you love my commentary here, you're going to love what I have to say over there. I react to random videos with all the unfiltered, real talk commentary you didn't even know that you actually needed. Click the link in the description and subscribe today. So, my Rych Babes, here's your takeaway. Lustful men might be tempting, but they'll never satisfy the deeper parts of you. Protect your peace, prioritize your worth, and focus on your glow up. Drop a comment below and let me know, have you ever dealt with a man who was all about lust and no substance? Like, grow up. How did you handle it? I love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe for more glow up wisdom during our Decentering Men December. Until next time, stay glowing, stay growing, stay rich, Rych Babes. Love you.